Tammy Bruce is the Deputy Representative for the U.S. mission to the United Nations and joins me now. Okay. Secretary Wright says the Straits of Hormuz not safe for shipping right now. Trump is asking allies to send their warships. He wants help to keep them open. Is he getting any help? Who's helping?
Well, we know this weekend was filled with diplomacy. That is the president's forte. They worked through this weekend to gather up the countries that will indeed help us. This is obviously a worldwide issue. It has been for almost half a century. The dynamic of Iran, which is effectively a criminal entity, the largest exporter of terrorism around the world, has been in control of 20% of the world's energy. And that is coming to an end. It should have come to an end a long time ago, but no one else had the courage to do what President Trump is doing, because there is some short-term problems obviously associated with this dynamic. No one else wanted to put themselves out to do this, not just for the American people, but for the world itself. In the meantime, energy security, as we know, is national security. The president understands that. He's willing to do what is necessary. We're moving into the third week. We are in an excellent position. They are decimated. Now the president is working on things like the Strait of Hormuz. You've got little dynamics there that it's a close framework of ships being in some danger. And this is the dynamic that the president will not accept. And he wants surrender from them. He's working on this, and we're in generally good shape, I think.
Why is the U.S. letting Iran sail its tankers, get its oil through the Straits? Just to keep the supply of oil going? Is that it?
Well, it's not a dynamic of who's being allowed to do what. Iran obviously is on its, to say the least, on its heels. The nation and its military infrastructure in that nation has been destroyed. They are now reduced to shooting at ships from the shoreline. The president has every single option available to him. He's a decent man who wants people to have decent lives. He's doing this the right way by getting a coalition together. And they'll, no doubt, he has noted, the White House has, likely an announcement this week, of course. But they want to do this the right way, to have it be quick, to have it be effective, and to have it be the last time that terrorists are in control of what this country can do and putting other nations around the world at risk as well.
Are we going to send in the special forces or the 2,500 Marines that we have in the area to go in and grab the 460 kilos of enriched uranium, which the Iranians say they have?
Well, of course, I'm not going to get ahead of the president.
Answer the question.
But here's what I'll remind you and the American people. The president has every single tool in his toolbox. He has every single resource he wants. He is always making decisions based on what's going to get the job done, what is going to protect the American people. This is why this nation is the greatest nation on earth. The president knows that. He's going to use those resources.
Is getting that uranium the key to the whole ball?
That is something that the president will decide and will be making the decision on, and I'm certainly not going to speculate on what that choice will be, because I trust him.
It's always a pleasure having you on the show.
It's my pleasure.
You're a diplomat these days, a real classic.
Well, it's easy to do with President Trump because he's transparent, he's clear, and he gets the job done. It's exactly the right man at the right time.
Got it. Always a pleasure. Thanks very much, Tammy.